I'd also suggest going out in small groups. I think a group of even 6 people kind of tromping around, looking things over is awkward. Um, Unless it's a sort of family unit, most people don't tromp around in groups that size in our community in our time. And you become a spectacle, you become a bit of a disruption, especially if your vestry or whoever's doing this doesn't look quite like your community. You can even create a little bit of a disruption because people kind of wonder who you are and why you're there. So I think Jesus said it right about 2 by 2. I'd say 2 by 2 or 3 by 3 at the most. So small groups. And I'm, as you can tell, a huge fan of taking pictures. I literally have thousands of pictures from my time at St. Mary's. And it's not because I'm a particularly talented photographer or aspire to be one, but it was a way of documenting all the things, the ups, the downs, the things that happened, the place where we were, the people who were in it. And I've used those pictures for so many different things. I mean, at one point I sort of wallpapered the parish hall with printed out like actual snapshots that I had taken over the years at St. Mary's. And it became a way for anyone who walked into the space to know something about who we were and where we'd been, even if all those things weren't happening in the moment that they were in the church. But it also creates a tremendous record, and it takes advantage of the fact that we all walk around with better cameras in our pockets these days than those of us who are my age. I just turned 50, had for the first 35 years of our lives, even if we were investing in photographic technology. So your phone makes it really easy to just snap pictures and document things. I would say document places and things, and be careful about taking pictures of people who you don't know and people who haven't already consented to being part of your photographic journey. I think starting by looking at your church from across the street or whizzing by on the 60-mile-an-hour road that goes by it, or however people are most likely to see your church who aren't looking for it, is a great place to start, and seeing what they see, as opposed to what is there and what is inside. So for example, some lovingly designed detail that is precious to you when you walk up to the front doors may be virtually invisible if somebody's driving by at 40 miles an hour. And that may be a cue to rethink the signals that you're putting out into your community. The format I would suggest for this exploration is that you get out there and you take the time that you've assessed that you need, at least an hour, probably at least a couple hours, to tool around your neighborhood, on foot, by car, on transit, and take pictures and then come back and share them together, or set another time to share them. And some questions that I suggest for thinking about what pictures to take are: what's here? What's missing? What's beautiful? What's heartbreaking? And what surprised you? And if you can take pictures that will help you tell that story to your fellow church members, you will almost inevitably have a pretty interesting conversation about possibilities.